Alright, hello and welcome back to Space Quest 4. Should be a relatively short video, but when you know what you're doing, the game doesn't take all that long anyway. So it'll probably end up being, I think, 3 videos long. The other 2 will be slightly longer than this one, but
You take the small, frayed, useless-looking length of rope.
we'll get an idea for what's going on. So first thing we're going to do, come over to the west, I suppose. Pick up this small frayed piece of rope. This whole area is kind of a 3x3 grid. There's not a huge amount to do. Do have to watch out for security drones and zombie kind of creatures walking around. I'm gonna just ratchet the speed all the way up. We're gonna hop into this car here, open up the glove box, grab this box.
After taking a quick look around to reassure yourself that the place is as dead as it looks, you snitch the Pocket Pal laptop.
Yes, and it is some kind of futuristic laptop. And we're gonna come up here. You see this kind of tank-looking thing here. We're going to look inside.
The structural warpage and the enormous gaping hole indicate a violent end for this corroding battle machine.
And let's click on this. And, oh, no.
Don't mess. You.
Nope. You gotta run away. Run away. Luckily, I think he didn't see us because we were behind that pillar. But that's one of the kind of mutant zombies we gotta watch out for. Hopefully he doesn't see us. Okay, good. Alright, let's look up here. And what do we see?
Surprisingly, no one has taken this small, innocuous-looking piece of unstable ordnance.
Unstable ordnance. Let's grab it. I think it's a good idea.
Okay, you now have the unstable ordnance. Remember, it was your idea. Good luck.
So actually we're gonna put it back. Normally in any adventure game you think absolutely anything you can grab you want to.
A very wise choice. Carefully placing the unstable ordnance back inside the tank, you decide some things are better left alone.
One of the only times ever where we don't want to keep absolutely everything that we grab in an adventure game, and I think the game gives you a decent number of hints that that might not be something you want. You can do this in a couple locations, but we're going to take this little rope and set a snare, because we want to capture that little bunny, Energizer bunny that's running around. I think we can hear it thumping away. Yeah, once it steps inside, we'll snag it.
Without a doubt, one of the finest examples of bunny snatching I've ever seen. The stress placed on the rope during the bunny snatching was too much. You cast the useless fibers aside.
And the reason we want our bunny friend captured is so we can take a look and grab these batteries.
You extract the portable power pellet from the back of the bunny's polyplastoid torso.
And ultimately
Keep
put the
your
battery...
hands to yourself.
Yeah. Put the battery inside this laptop.
You plug the mobile power cylinder into the laptop.
We don't need it just yet, but it's just nice to have. Come across here, there's really nothing of interest. Similarly over here, not a lot going on. Just a close look at this large structure in the background rather. And come over here. There's a sewer grate we can climb down into. Wow, that guy's not very aware. And when we come down here, we find ourselves in kind of a laboratory. Which is going to allow us two things. One, we can pick up this glass cylinder here.
You take the jar into custody.
And if we lift aside this little cover...
Ah, a button. Perhaps I'll give it a press.
We get a little bit of some backstory.
Data entry 22795. This message is to whomever may be so fortunate as to find it. I am Professor Lloyd, lead designer of the Xenon Supercomputer Project, the ultimate in artificial intelligence. The computer was designed to enhance our lives, but instead ended up being the ruin of us all. We made the mistake of tying it into the most important facets of our existence here on Xenon, including our weather control and defense systems. It seemed like a sound idea at the time, and all proceeded well for about 3 years. It was around then that a deep space salvage operation recovered what appeared to be some sort of antiquated data storage unit contained in a flimsy cardboard box on which the words Leisure Suit Larry were imprinted. On its back was the picture of a not particularly wholesome gentleman, but that's another story.
We may do Leisure Suit at some point.
Shameful behavior as they tore open the box to get at its contents. I could not understand the commotion it generated. The data was uploaded into the supercomputer for analysis. As a result, a crippling virus spread through the machine like a bad social disease. All control of the computer was lost. All screens went blank. Then these words were displayed by the monitors and uttered by the vocal outputs. Wilco must pay. From that day forth, the possessed computer waged war on the inhabitants of Xenon, using our own weapons against us. Some managed to escape to other planets. Those of us who remained stayed to fight the machines and robots under its control. It was a bloody war. Those of us that were not killed were taken captive and modified. These cyborgs infiltrated the loyal ranks of resistance, rooting out almost all of our hiding places and exposing us to the mechanical menace. Some of these poor souls still wander the streets. As of this recording, we are down to only a handful of rebels. My health is deteriorating rapidly. To make matters worse, I've just learned that the computer has unraveled the mysteries of time travel. I've sent my 2 best men to attempt to steal this new technology. If you are not a machine, then perhaps they were successful. Please realize, you are Xenon's last hope.
Well now, it's a lot of hefty information. And a nice little plug for Leisure Shoot Larry. Which again, maybe someday I'll do. We'll see. So we'll open this up, pop into the sewers here. And there's nothing special. This is also a 3x3 grid.
Oh no! The door has shut, and there's no way back. What are you going to do now?
There's nothing on any of these screens, so there's really no reason to look around. But we do want, which as we pass by eventually through one of these grates, a little slime monster is gonna come and start following us. There we go. Which, if we make contact with it, things will not go exceptionally well for us, but we do want to grab a piece of it with this jar. It'll sort of stun it
Either you
for
or
a
the
second.
slime will have to be in a different position for that.
Uh-oh.
Try waiting until it stops moving. You don't need... Okay.
Alright, so we scoop some of it up,
You
then we need
scoop
to
up
quickly
the
run
slimy
away.
secretion. Better get away now before it scoops you up.
And then we'll climb out. Alright, so we pop out of the sewer, wait for this ship to land. Right now we have no control of our character, but we can now leave anytime we want. However, there's all these guards here, so we don't want to jump the gun. Once they're off the screen, then we'll come out, walk up to the ship, and we can climb inside the landing gear. Spacious landing gear.
This seems to be a relatively spacious landing gear compartment. Wonder how cramped it gets in there when the gear is stowed.
We'll find out. Alright, we'll fly off into the sunset. Although in reality, we're flying inside that fortress we were seeing earlier. Where we'll find out that these individuals are some of the least attentive guards of all time. You'll see what I mean in about 30 seconds. Now, if we travel off to the right side of the screen over here, screen right, we will be killed immediately, but if we come off to the left, we really should be seen, but we aren't, which is fine. We'll wait. This transporter seems to pop in from whatever time it was just at.
I've just completed a scan of the Labion sector of Space Quest 2. No sign of presence at this time.
Alright, we'll pop in here. See, they're just very unaware. And actually, we're going to end the video here, specifically because I want to have this code up here saved. So I'm going to end and save here, and then we'll proceed on from this point next time. But till then, see ya!